Well, thanks, Sri, and thank you so much to AALDEF. I'm really grateful to get this chance to introduce and present an award to my friend, my longtime comrade, and in truth, my longtime hero, Jessica Hagedorn. Our program touches on Jessica's bio and some of her accomplishments, so I'm not gonna repeat some of that detail. She is undoubtedly one of America's great writers, one of Asian America's all-time greatest artists. She's produced inimitable work as a poet, as a novelist, as a playwright, as a screenwriter, as a performance artist, as an editor, which is dear to my heart, as the longtime leader of the rock band, the Gangster Choir. She's one of the coolest, perhaps one of the most protean and multifaceted artists in America today. And this year marks the 25th anniversary of her great first novel, Dog Eaters, which transformed Asian American literature for a number of different reasons. In the novels and plays and all the other artwork she's done since then, she has created a uniquely beautiful, passionate, pop, political, funny, kind of off the wall and off kilter universe, which is very similar to her personality. But Jessica is a brilliant choice for this award for another reason, and I'm really happy to get a chance to talk about this other dimension of Jessica's life and work. It doesn't get talked about enough, but it's a hugely important aspect of her career, and that is her lifelong activism. So Jessica has been involved in almost every important fight that Asian America has been involved in, for inclusion, for justice. She's a lifelong activist for social justice. When she first broke through as an artist and became, the star that she is, one of the things she set out to do and has done consistently throughout her whole career is use her manifold talent to shine a light on other Asian American voices and other voices in general. So you look on her bio and you see this line about how she edited 2 landmark anthologies of Asian American literature, and they're great books, but it doesn't really capture what's truly significant about that, which is that Jessica used her literary reputation and her celebrity, her great charisma, her rep, basically, to shine a light on many, many other Asian American voices, especially younger writers. And throughout her career, she's been devoted to many other people, and largely quietly, because she's a very modest person. So for years, she was devoted to PEN America, which is the organization that fights for free expression and against censorship. She became the vice president of PEN America, a longtime activist for its Open Book Committee, which is the group that fights for diversity in literature. Basically the moving force as far as that goes. She's a longtime advisor to the Asian American Writers Workshop, and basically wherever you see, again, Asian Americans fighting for inclusion and for social justice, her fingerprints are all over that. So you remember a few years ago, Arizona passed this draconian anti-immigrant law, SB 1070. And it was one of the most virulently anti-immigrant measures that's been passed in the United States in recent history. Well, in the wake of that, a group of artists organized a national network called Culture Strike. And Jessica became one of the leaders of this, again, quietly, and led a delegation of some 50 musicians, artists, visual artists, writers. Maxine Hong Kingston was on that trip, a bunch of other people, and went to Arizona, barnstormed across the state, did performances, led workshops, tried to support a lot of grassroots organizations, and in general, just try to raise as much hell as possible and bring attention to the state and to the issue. Well, I was on that trip, and I have to say it was pretty incredible seeing Jessica in action, right? Even just to sit in a Tucson courtroom with her where they process immigrant detainees. You know, they bring them in scores, in shackles, and supposedly try them, give them a chance to make a case for staying. And it's an amazing scene. So just sitting in that courtroom with her and then listening to her talk about the scene as we got out, the way she found the humanity in these detainees, and I mean, for that matter, in the judge, right, who presided over this charade of due process. Well, an unforgettable experience to me. So for me, this feels like a deeply deserved and apt honor coming from this great organization, AALDEF, to one of the great Asian American activists, and in my opinion, the coolest woman in America. Jessica Hagedorn.